So, I was born into a musical family. It was military, but it's also musical. My father was a drummer, so it's not surprising that I came out of the cooch wanting to play drums, and that's what you see my mother speaking about on the web. Fortunately, Nancy got her to admit that I was a 2-year-old drummer, a beginner, starting with pots and pans, but then actually became a serious drummer. And brought up in the Afro-Rican culture, so there was a lot of drumming in my early life that had to do with dance drumming and Spanish, Latin jazz music. So the music was always there for me. So I never felt less than other musicians or more than other musicians. It's just music was what I was here to share with other players and other people. And so I had connections with people straight through, for my life.
During the 70s, and when you were playing with these other musicians that were incredible, was that a commonality to know that, like, you were almost playing as if you had no choice?
Yeah,
and
I think so.
It wasn't about perfectionism.
Yeah, no, it was coincidence. Coincidence, right? These collaborations were coincidental, but they were incidental.
Right.
They weren't just coincidence, as if by a trick or,
Right.
No, they were determined. So we're talking about destiny in this case, which is, straight from the arrogance, and then meeting, these other artists, straight through to the fact that, I was meeting, like, let's say, Mongo Santa Maria people from my porch in Brooklyn, right? They'd come by and I'd be playing drums or whatever I was playing, and they'd say, listen to this kid, man, hey, this kid should come to the Palladium, bring him, let's get him. Talk to his mother, and that's what they did. Somebody came into my house, talked to my mother, and said, this kid can play some congas, and we want to take him to the Palladium, man, where he should hear the real things, And so my mother said, yeah, take him, but bring him back. Just bring my kid back. And so that's how I, as a child, was sneaked into the Palladium to hear the big people, and where I would meet some of the musicians,
That's incredible. So your mom and dad, or at least your mom, was like very supportive.
Oh, absolutely. Loved what I did as music. In fact,